Okay, when this game first came out, I was actually happy about it, just because this was the first Call of Duty that I was going to be hyped about since Modern Warfare 3, and because I actually had a time where I quit playing video games altogether
Yeah,
for like the last 2 years. But
yeah.
I mean, it's an okay, but it's got its issues.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was the same way. I loved the first Black Ops. Black Ops 2 was pretty good, but I was playing mostly Grand Theft Auto for a while because when Ghost came out, it just basically ruined me. And yeah, I was pretty much done with Call of Duty. When I heard Black Ops 3 was coming out, I was like, you know, we could be going back to the past and back to possibly World War or Vietnam, and I don't know. But instead, they decided to go 100 years into the future or
It's
whatever.
2065, I think.
2065.
I think
Yeah,
that's just the era, circa
yeah.
2065.
That's too. It's just too. To me, Call of Duty is not Titanfall. If you know what I mean.
Titanfall
I
and
mean,
yeah, Destiny.
yeah. It's just.
And you've
I don't know.
also played both games, so you can say that because you know
Oh
what
yeah.
both games were like. And
Yeah, I hate when people when they judge games when they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, yeah, I don't have a ton of experience with Titanfall, but I see and feel the similarities like extremely. Like it's pretty crazy actually how much they copied it.
I've heard that
I
argument
mean,
too.
Titanfall is a lot more. It's more fast paced, I guess, but the jumping
Which
and the wall running, just that stuff is really similar, and they came out like right around the same time, and what blows my mind is Call of Duty. It used to be so original. Everybody would copy Call of Duty, and now Call of Duty's copying everything else when they're like the best first-person gaming franchise ever.
it's like they're at
And
an identity crisis,
and right there,
and
I don't
it's
understand that. You see where I threw my gun, like I elbowed my gun or whatever.
yeah, it's a
That
bug
was
punch,
because
melee.
that was because I kept running into that glass and it kept freaking me out. Like I'll run into the glass and it'll just break, and I don't understand why that happens. It's weird.
And I feel like that guy should have died.
Yeah, yeah, he should have. I put like 4 bullets into him.
But I want to
You're,
not only focus on the multiplayer aspect of this game, but the zombies, which really going into this game, I really can't say too much about the multiplayer because I didn't buy this game for the multiplayer, not knowing how zombies was prior to, because like Modern Warfare 3 is really like where I just quit playing. I bought Black Ops 2, Zombies came out, or I also bought that game for Zombies too, but I didn't really
hmm
like the whole transit thing, and I was like, this isn't what I really like. So I
Yeah,
quit that for like 2 years, almost 2 years, because I didn't play Ghosts or Advanced Warfare. And then this game comes out, and I get it back, and I try it again, and the zombies are just not. They're just not there for me either. Like I know Der
yeah,
Eisendrache just came out, and don't get me wrong, the map is absolutely beautiful. I mean,
yeah.
the
It is.
graphics are amazing, but it's not enough for me to sit down and play it because I know what zombies used to be, and looking at what it is now, it's just not there for
Yeah.
me. I mean, I know it is for some people. Maybe it's because I had the gap of not playing. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I agree, but I think what they should have done, which they kind of did do, but you have to pay for it. They should have came out with the older maps
That's what
and
somebody
then
else
came
said.
out with these new ones.
Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, they're
well,
right.
a newer
I
map,
mean,
but like not to where
well,
it's overly complicated. Like the giant should have been out for free. Like you shouldn't have had to pay for that. Like
no, you shouldn't.
they say it comes free when you get the season pass, but you have to pay $50 for the season pass just to get the
Yeah,
giant. So it's like,
yeah, because a lot of people, I mean, like let's say if my dad, like
yeah, he was
once
a
a month
very
he'll play
very
Call of Duty.
casual. Like he just
Yeah, and you have right here, I guess, coming up right here, Nate. I was like freaking out for a second of it. Anyways, like you have to actually sit down for hours on end and learn that map. You
Yeah,
can't
and
just
not only that, to actually do good at that map, you have to
if you want to make it to round 10, you have to have at least a few hours into it. You can't just sit down and get to level 10.
and that's
You
another
can't
thing.
just run
I
around.
know this is dating back to like 2009 when this map came out, when the first Der Riese map came out for World at War. Just the spawning mechanics of the actual zombies, to where on a Der Eisendrock, the first round, 7 zombies spawn, and if you don't kill the certain zombie within a certain amount of time, it starts running at you. Now on World at War, that was never the case. You could keep a zombie on round 1 for hours and not have to worry about it.
Yeah,
But like now, and back then only 4 zombies spawned. Like I don't know
yeah.
if they do
Just
that
weird,
for
weird little
points, but
changes.
it's just the small things. The small
Yeah,
things really can make or break a game, and I feel like the small things in this one. I mean, this game, it's got its positives like graphics, and
like
I mean you can there are some matches where I'll play and I'll be like, yeah, this is kind of fun, but it's just not something I can really put myself into and enjoy it for hours on
yeah.
end like I could the Call of Duties prior to this one.
I just miss like the random callouts like Granata,
Yeah,
and just seeing like the same people running around. Like everybody looks the same.
yeah.
Like I like that. Like I mean the customization is cool, but it like again though it just doesn't
I
remind
feel
me of
like
Call of Duty.
the
It
camos
doesn't. It's
are
not Call of
good,
Duty.
like customizing camos and all that, which that was in Black Ops 1. And the
Hmm.
customization of like emblems and stuff, that's a really cool feature, but that's been in there since Black Ops 1. Like, honestly, I know that Call of Duty will never do this because, I mean, they're Call of Duty and they just want their money. But,
Yeah,
Black Ops 1, if they could have just updated that, I mean, by now, though, they would have had to release a new Call of Duty for sure because the PlayStation 4 came out. But like if they would have just kept updating that game, it would have been so great. I mean, that game was just it was the best, one of the best.
which one?
Black Ops 1.
1. Did you? Oh yeah. Yeah.
It
Modern
had
Warfare 2. If they had kept the hackers out of the way, I'd have never stopped playing that game.
Modern Warfare 2, that game and Black Ops 1 are my 2 favorite Call of Duties ever. I mean,
Yeah, mine
World
too.
at War and Call of Duty 4 hold a special place in my heart just because that's where I started playing it. But then when it came to this game, it was like, or when it came to Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, that was also just like nostalgic to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing that I do really like about this game though is the new graphics. But it and I mean I know everything has to transition. Like they have to go from crappy graphics to new graphics. That's obvious. I know that. But and it'll take me maybe a couple years to get used to it, but it still doesn't feel like Call of Duty to me right now. Like
Yeah,
just looking at it visually, which I'll get used to that, in a couple years, like I said. But like just looking at it, it's beautiful. But right now, it still doesn't feel like Call of Duty. And then on top of that, just looking at it, it's like, whoa, this is crazy looking.
hmm
And then you got the jumping and the wall running, and I don't know. I really think within the next 2 years, and I'm probably copying people saying this, but I agree with them. I mean, I've thought of this before, even they did, but they've kind of made it more known.
they need to go back.
But yeah, back to like World War II or Vietnam. I think that's going to happen before long, which I'm really looking forward to. I think Battlefield's going to do that too. A lot of people are saying that.
That would be, dude,
That would be an
Battlefield.
absolutely beautiful game.
Battlefield is
I could
another series that you could also have your complaints on too. Which I haven't played Battlefield Hardline, so I couldn't put my 2 cents into something I've never experienced. But
I played it for like I don't know, an hour, and I didn't like it as much as Battlefield 4, but it was okay.
Battlefield 3 though was the best, I think. And then
Oh yeah,
it'd be nice
I
to
love
see.
Bad Company too.
It would be
That's a
nice to
really
see. I feel like a game that would really break sales in a record numbers would be Bad Company 3. I mean that game. If a game like that came out,
yeah.
you'd have so much hype. Because the last Bad Company 2 came out like 2009, I want to say. I mean, that on next gen graphics with, man, it'd just be beautiful.